And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for round 7 of season 4 of Late Apex Racing. I am your voice of the voiceless of Late Apex Racing, Shadow Perp 95, or some of you might know might know me on EA as Mikowski 95. I am proudly to bring you that we are in Bahrain for round 7 here tonight. I am gladly to be back here in the commentating booth where I will be calling the shots of the race. Not technically the shots, but what's going on the track. I'm very excited to be back into the booth instead of into a driver's seat. Those past I think it was like 3 weeks that I raced was pretty fun. So it'll be pretty exciting to kick back and see what the drivers do up front and see how the rest of this championship goes out. So obviously we did take a 1 week break. Excuse me. And your constructors championship, Red Bull is leading with 295 points, but Williams Racing is right behind them with 272 points. Visa Cash App is 72 points behind second place with 200 points. We got our first car out on track. It looks like Anime Boy. And we are on one-shot qualifying for all these drivers. It is a sprint featured weekend. So we will go, like, I think it's like 10 or 12 laps or something like that for the first little bit of the sprint, and then we'll have the main race for the feature. So far, Get Wrecked is in first place. Asbill, your drivers championship leader, is in second. So as I said, Red Bull is leading your constructors as Asbill is taking a whopping lead of 227 points in first place, with I Constipated up behind him at 153 points. Get Wrecked is at 131 and sitting in third. Fourth place is JC with 103, and rounding out the top 5 is Ward, who is not here tonight, sitting at 100, so Tidy will go around Ward to take 5th place tonight, and so will Elbear and possibly Leave Me Be Crown as well. As we're coming down to the last turns, and it looks like Asbill is going to be able to lead off the start of the sprint race. Well done, Asbill. He was sitting second most of that qualifying, and then came right back at Sector 3 and took first place. So well done by Asbill. Now we are loading up for the sprint race for Late Apex Racing. Points go from first place of 15 points all the way to 15th place, which only gives you 1 point. And that is your sprint point system. As we got a late bloomer, Scott shows up. I don't think he will be able to join us in the sprint race, but in the feature race, he will be able to jump into his car and qualify. So as drivers are getting set on the grid, getting their tires, which I'm sure all of them are going to be on mediums, get their gas set up. We're going to go a strong 10 laps here tonight for the sprint race. Red Bull is your constructors leader, and Asbill is your drivers championship leader. Alright, here we go. 5 lights, and they're off. 5 lights out, and they're away. Asbill is leading off the pack with Get Wrecked in second. Tidy is taking second place, and he's got that run, but JC coming. Oh, Tidy gets pushed. Asbill taking first place. Battle for second place between Crown and Get Wrecked. JC right behind. And Crown will take second place from Get Wrecked. They are all lining up, single file. Leave Me Be touches Elbear just a little bit. Will anybody lock up here? No lockups. Oh, there was a touch by the Mercedes of Titan Parath. Anime Boy's going around the Mercedes, but doesn't get it. The Mercedes shuts the door on him. Battle in the back of the pack. As my track bars and everything is coming up now, we'll see the details. We got one person on hards. An eighth of the grid is on softs, and the rest of them are on mediums. It is going to be debatable if any of those people on softs are going to take any pit stops here tonight with only 10 laps for the sprint race. We'll see how they can tire manage themselves through this race. As Asbill is leading the pack, Crown in second. He's got a 1.7 lead over Crown. Get Wrecked is in third place, trying to hold off JC. JC's trying to find a way to get around to get onto that podium for McLaren. Then you got I Constipated, watching them duke it out. Your position changes so far. Liam and Elbear has made the most moves here tonight. Anime Boy has DNF'd out of the race. As they are all single filed out. Leave Me Be is getting that run on Elbear. Trying to get around him. They both got DRS. He gets by Elbear, but Elbear's looking for that low line. And Leave Me Be shuts the door, but he touches I Constipated and Elbear! Contact with Leave Me Be. Oh, tragic. Tragic for Leave Me Be. I Constipated in 5th place, Faded in 6th, Elbear in 7th. Liam Parker has went up 4 spots so far here in the sprint race, sitting in P8. As I just noticed, JC did get around the Haas car of Get Wrecked. That is a P2 and 3 for McLaren, as Asbill's got a 1.6 lead, 1.7. He was sitting on 1.7 for a good minute, ahead of Crown. Now, they both are on medium, so this is going to be interesting. Asbill is a fast driver, but so is Crown. They both take off like rocket ships. As everybody's spreading out, and the tidy of the Aston Martins getting around the Ferrari of Parker and gets the job done. Well done by Tidy. Ooh, a little curve by Tidy. Middle pack actions, throwing some swings. Liam is on softer tires around a bunch of people with mediums. Proth with the 3-second penalty for multiple warnings on track limits. On board with Tidy, looking behind him. That is the Alpine of J. Lars and the Ferrari of Parker. You see Doom in P10 right behind J. Lars. And it looks like Liam is going to have... Oh, Liam's going into the pits. Liam, first one into the pits tonight. As we take it back onto the field, 10-second penalty for Parath on speeding in pit lane. That is 13-second penalty for Parath now. Your leader, Asbill, has got a 2.3-second lead on Crown. Crown sitting in second place, JC in third, Get Wrecked in fourth, I Constipated in fifth, Faded in sixth, Tidy in seventh, J-Lards in eighth, Doom in ninth, Leave Me Be in 10th, Timmy in 11th, Bano in 12th, Parker in 13th, Parath is in 14th, but with a 13-second penalty for one track limits and the second for speeding in pit lane. Also, Elbear, who has got a low ball kick and sitting in 15th place here in Bahrain of round 7 sprint race. 5 laps into the race. We got 6 laps to go. We are down to 5 laps to go now here in the sprint race of round 7. As the Haas getting around JC and getting the job done way too easy. But JC is taking another lunge. But the Haas had a push off. What a battle for P3. As the Haas is holding off the McLaren. We are about to go on 4 laps to go here in Bahrain of the sprint race of late Apex Racing, round 7. Some of the guys that were on softs went in and got mediums, didn't realize that the softs couldn't take it all the way. The only one that's been the longest on softs is Bano Liam went in for new pair of softs instead of mediums, so that means he's going to be using some mediums in the feature race. Lockup by the Haas. You got Tidy, who caught up to Faded, who's got the DRS on the inside and gets the job done. Well done, Tidy. Faded's trying to push back. He's on the outside. And he couldn't get it done. Tidy 3-second penalty for track limits. Oh, that's got to be crucial. Oh, Tidy in the gravel. As we got a whole pack race going on, these are the only cars that are bunched up together. We'll be on board with Leave Me Be, watching the 3 right ahead of him for a sec. As we're going up to 8 out of 10 laps down. They will have 3 laps to go. As of now. I tell you what, that Aston Martin's taking a move now. Tidy. He's got the move on Faded, and he gets by Faded again. Let's see if he can push off 3 seconds to get away. Oh! Tidy gets loose, and then Faded crashes right into him. Couldn't go anywhere. I believe that is his, yes, it is. It is his right wing that got cracked. Oh, not good on balance for his car for the rest of this race. That was a battle between Tidy and Faded. As Leave Me Be did get a spot jump up after that little collision in turn 1. You gotta wonder if Faded is gonna push through this whole race with that cracked wing, or if he's gonna take a pit stop and call it as it is. But I have a feeling he's going to push all the way through this race. He's really not doing bad. We got 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, here in round 4. And it looks like JC. Oh no, the Haas gets loose. JC has taken P3. Something happened with the Haas. And he went off track, and that gives a position to iConstipated as well. Oh, what a tough break for the Haas. Has lost 2 spots. As he's trying to make ground to at least get P4. He is currently sitting in P3 in the drivers' championship standings. Oh, and he gets loose again! Oh, what a save by Get Wrecked. Unsafe track entrance, though. Wow, what a save. Prath with another 3-second penalty. 16-second penalty for Parath. We are on the final lap here in round 7 of season 4, Bahrain. Asbel, your leader, who's got a 5.8 second gap from second place of Crown. JC trailing 2.4 seconds behind second place, and Constipated sitting 3.3 seconds behind third. Oh, man. Faded 3-second penalty for multiple track warnings. Wow. What happened to that Haas car of Get Wrecked was crazy. Spun a little too much tire. Tough break for the Haas. Still making decent points here in the top 5, though. As long as he can keep it together, he's got Tidy right behind him. But it don't matter. Don't battle him too much because he's got a 3-second penalty on track limits. But as we come down, 10 laps completed here in Bahrain. Final turn for Asbil here in the Red Bull. Oh, and Asbil gets loose last turn. Oh, that gives Crown a chance to win. It's coming down to the line, and oh, Asbil still wins. What luck. Wow. Constipated in 4th, Haas in 5th, Leave Me Be in 6th, Tidy in 7th, J-Lard's in 8th, Timmy in 9th, Faded in 10th, Doom in 11th. Doom is in 11th, Parker in 12th. And everybody's GOAT favorite here in late Apex Racing, Bano, looking like he's going to bring the Alpine here tonight for P13, right in front of Elbear. Elbear's trying to catch that 2-second ground. He's catching fast, but oh, a little too much curving. Bano gets 13th with Elbear in 14th, and Parath will round out the rest of the field in P15th with a 16-second time penalty. Anime Boy did DNF out of the race. But good race by Asbil, and what a win. As we're getting back 20 seconds until one-shot qualifying, we are going into qualifying for the sprint race here in late Apex Racing of round 7. Asbil did take it. That was very close at the end. He lost it, and Crown was making ground. If Crown was like maybe a second or two faster, he would have got that maybe. But who knows? As we're on Get Wrecked, Asbil is leading your field right now. Leave Me Be has taken. Constipated has taken it now. Shuffling through the field. Crown is taken first now with Asbill in second. Asbill in first now. Leave Me Be. Crown now in P2. Faded in P3. Tied in P4. Elbear went up to P4. Crown and Asbill are neck and neck, man. I'm telling you. Faded up to second now. Wow. Faded to first. Crown to first. Asbill sitting P3. Elbear in P4. Everything's solid now. Crown's on P1. Faded P2. Asbill P3. Leave Me Be P4. Asbill up to P2. JC to P4. I Constipated went down to P6. Faded to P5. And Crown will take it. Good driving by Crown. And that was your qualifying for the feature race here for round 7 of Late Apex Racing. And now we are getting set here for the final event and the main event here in round 7 of Late Apex Racing. We are in the feature race now. As the drivers are getting their tire strategy situated, they will be making at least a one-stop strategy. Some of them can take 2 stops here tonight, but my recommendation, I'd take a one-stop. I'd start on mediums or hards and then end on mediums or hards. Worst case scenario, you have a safety car and you can bust out some softs and end it that way. It's just the driver's preference and what tires you got. But here we go. We are at 3, 2, 1, 5 lights, and they're out. Crown leading the pack with Asbill in second. Leave Me Be in third. JC's got that run for P3. Asbill in the inside of Crown. Oh, in the oh no, JC in the Vista Cash App into the wall. I think that was, yes, it was. It was JC and Faded. Virtual safety car is out. Oh, what a start here. Yes, it was Faded. What happened to Elbear? Something happened to Elbear as well. Virtual safety car is out. 2 drivers will be taking pit stops no matter what. I believe the McLaren of JC, yes, he will have to take a pit stop as well. J-Lards. Oops. My bad. J-Lards has a penalty. So, J-Lards and Timmy both have drive-through penalties. Parker already has a 3-second penalty for track limits, and we're already under green, and JC is trying to make a move, and it looks like the... Oh! Car went wide. That was the Visa Cash App. Wow, what a first lap. Crown is your leader with Asbill right behind him. You got one Williams going in, is I Constipated. You got an Alpine going in, which is J Larts to serve that DT. Timmy stayed out. Many cars into the pits. Bano up to 11th, and he's getting around Parker. What a move for Bano. Up to P11 for Bano. That will be Hards for Faded. And Hards for Elbear. Scott. Is on Hards as well. As we go back to the front of the pack. On board with Leave Me Be. Front row drivers. The Haas car is only a half a second right behind Leave. As the driver's coming up on DRS. Crown with the fastest lap of a 131.762. Timmy did not go in for his DT serve yet. He's got, I think, one more lap, and then he has to serve that DT. Timmy around Anime Boy, but Anime Boy's getting right back around him. Timmy went a little too wide. On board with Get Wrecked. I believe that all the front drivers are, nope. The first two are on softs and third and fourth is on mediums. Interesting combination. So the two drivers that made it through qualifying without getting disqualified that made the most jumps would be Anime Boy and Parath. Tidy too. With everybody that went into the pits, Vano went up only 2 spots. He was up 3 spots, and it looks like the Red Bull and the Haas is going for 2 spots. And he couldn't get the job done, but he still got around Leave. What a battle in the front of the pack. Let's check in on the back. Anime Boy is leading the back pack battle for P5. I believe it's P5 to P8. On board with Leave Me Be for the front of the pack. Asbill is right up Crown's rear wing, letting him know he's there. Well, too much curve from the Haas. Leave Me Be will have that DRS right there. Everybody was charging up, and now they are slinging away. DRS is turned on, and that Red Bull is going for first place, and he gets the job done. Well done by Asbill. Waiting for his moment. Doom up to 6, gets 2 spots up. Got around Parath and then got around Tidy and then got around Parath. Well done by the Kick Saubers. So we head back to the front of the pack. They are bunched up here. There's 2 pack battles going on, trying to make sure I don't miss anything between the two. 5 out of 29 laps completed. Parath and Tidy have moved up 8 spots. So Constipated stopped twice already. Everybody else that was during that collision stopped once. Scott has stopped once too. I don't know what happened to him. Only 1 penalty out there on the field. DRS for Crown. And he's in the inside. Oh, they touch a little bit. Crown gets a little loose, but saves it and keeps it going. Well driving by Crown. Now he's got the Haas right up his rear wing. Leave me be watching the action going on in P4. Ooh, the Haas got sway coming out of there. He thought about it and said nope. Ooh. That Haas is getting sway. Only 5 laps in, his tires should be getting sticky. It's the Kick Sauber, still sitting in P5 and 6. Anime Boys got a 3-second penalty for track limits. Multiple warnings. Second penalty for the feature race tonight. And Leave Me Be is making that move and can't get it done. He's going to have to wait, find another way around the Haas. JC with the 131.715, fastest on them softs. Only took 2 laps for him to get that quick time. Well driving by JC. Anime Boy has been disqualified for parking dangerously in a location. So he must have pulled off somewhere and just parked it and disqualified him. There goes one Kick Sauber. So that gives Doom 6th place. What a jump start from him from that sprint race. Doom into the pits. The Haas went into the pits too. Tidy has got 4th place now. And Asbel is now taking that little gap that he did in the sprint race and bringing it towards the feature race. Leave Me Be is on medium, so his tires will last a little bit longer than what the front two drivers are running. He's making decently ground on Crown. As everybody is now spreading out through the field, everybody's getting pit stops in. Only 2 drivers went into the pits so far. I imagine we're going to be seeing more here real soon. I know by no later than lap 12 or 13, people will be taking pit stops. Most of them did start on mediums. The ones